In this video, we're going to learn how to find the empirical formula of a compound when, in the process, we get some non-whole number ratios. So an example of such a problem is going to be that we have a compound containing 36.8% nitrogen and 63.25% oxygen by mass. In that case, those percents we're turning into per every 100%. So let's assume a 100-gram sample. Therefore, we have 36.8 grams of nitrogen, and we have 63.25 grams of oxygen. So we've got those, and we're going to convert them to moles. So to do that, we need to multiply the 36.8 grams times 1 mole for every 14.00 grams. And what we get is that for nitrogen, there are 2.63 moles of nitrogen. And for oxygen, we have, this is going to be times 1 mole for every 16.00 grams. And what we end up with is 3.95 moles of oxygen. And just looking at these, we're not going to get a simple 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 ratio. If we take the 2.63 and we're going to divide the 3.95 by that, what we get is we get pretty close to 1.5. So if that is the ratio of oxygen to nitrogen is 1.5 to 1, then this suggests that our formula is NO1.5, that we have 1.5 oxygens for every nitrogen, which doesn't work. So when you get a ratio like this, you're just going to have to scale it to make it into whole numbers. 1.5 times 2 would be, well, 3. And so all we have to do is just multiply everything by 2. We end up getting N2O3, and it works out just fine. This is our empirical formula because you can't have 1.5 atoms. You need to have the 3. So this kind of thing can come up. Obviously, we've seen this in the case of a 1.5 to 1 ratio. Sometimes you can get something like a thirds situation going on where you find out you have 4/3 and the ratio is 1.33, and then you're going to have to scale by a factor of 3. Typically, those things can come up, so just be aware that maybe something with thirds or halves like this can happen, but if you do get to them, this is the way around it, is by multiplying to get yourself to whole numbers. Hope this video has helped. Let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comment section below. Thank you.